good morning, good morning. Welcome to the April 1st edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How are you doing today? It's your first time here, or you've been here for a while. This is what we need out of you: who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. But most importantly, we need your daily five. That's what this is all about, the daily five. Get you prepped for today. We're going to get you in the right mindset. You're going to be set. You're going to crush today. I know it. I can feel it. But how do you do that? Daily five. 5 things that you are going to accomplish today. Now, for us, we've got invoicing. We've got shirts that need to be pressed. We've got mock-ups that need to be done. We've got lives that we need to set up. And we've got like 3 calls/meetings today. Wait, 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 of them now. 4 of those. So busy day here. So let's check in. Let's see how people are doing. It was Easter weekend. Hopefully you had a successful Easter, however you celebrate, and a safe Easter. And you're here, with all fingers still attached in that. Overall, hopefully you had a great weekend. Our weekend was a little wonky donkey. Reason being is Saturday, Corey went to her grandparents' house. He went to, they've passed away. So it was kind of go through some things there. And so what she thought, we'll be home early afternoon. Yeah, they didn't get home till later in the evening. And while they were on, I was on house duty. So I had to dehome some birds that were trying to build a nest in a soffit. So I had to fix that all up and do that to the best of my ability to shore that up until we can get somebody here to actually fix all that. Then on the other corner of the house, it was we found out that we had a raccoon that had tried to get in and actually successfully got in. So we had to set a camera up on that and wait until that bad boy decided he was going to come out for the night. And then it was, okay, be quiet until he gets a little further. All right, now do some stuff to keep him from going back in there, and I can go, screw in that hole. So there was that fun in there. I then put a new shower head in, which I'm not 100% sold on yet. We'll see how that plays out. It's one of the rain ones, but then it's got some weird other stuff with it. I don't know. So that was my weekend. How was your weekend? What did you get accomplished that weekend? And we're going to check in. And then we got some more stuff to talk about, especially, what today is and what we're doing from here. Darren, good morning to you. 61 and cloudy. Mountain Dew in the cup. Woke up to a new grandbaby text followed by my bank asking me, made a 40-cent purchase on Etsy, so card is blocked. 5 things: training, call bank, get new card, work on fill engine, call doctor for my son, call clinic, run whatever calls we have. You got a busy day. As far as us here, it is trash. I think weather-wise, let me see. It's like 40s, feels like it's in the 30s, and we're supposed to get storms here this afternoon. Yeah, it feels like it's 36 out right now, and we are supposed to get thunderstorms, crazy thunderstorms starting this afternoon. So that's always a plus. Considering April starts the busy month for us. We've got baseball that starts up this month. Soccer is supposed to start tonight, which I don't think that's going to happen. But it's all about them kids. Right? Jenny, good morning to you from Northern Indiana, where it's cloudy and 43. Water in the cup. Barb checking in from North Central Minnesota. Good morning to you, Barb. It's 29, partly cloudy and water in the cup. Barb's 5 things. Quotes: hem a prom dress, back up QuickBooks, DTF, and press shirts. Busy day for Barb. And hi, Darren and Jenny from Barb. And Jeff's check-in, morning, 63, wet in Northern Kentucky. Diet Coke in the cup. 5 things: 3D print, vinyl print, mock-up new toy. Ooh, what did you get, Jeff? You had a laser coming, right? Is that what you get? What did you get? Clean my area, find laser specs for electrician. Is that right? What I'm talking about? 30 amp 120. That's what I'm betting it is. 30 amp 120. Hi, Jeff from Barb. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. Sunny of Florida, where it's currently 64. Morning, Barb. Back from Jeff. Sarah's checking in this morning. Good morning. 39 and sunny. Coffee in the cup and tons to do today. There's tons to do. Linda, hi, in here for a bit, then to a meeting. 73 and sunny there in Central Texas. Top 5 meetings, process and post photos, design shirts. Linda, have a great day out there today if we don't see you in the call here in the next one. Hi, Sarah and Linda from Barb. FU Facebook user, morning, folks, from Springfield, Missouri. Hopefully, those of us in the path of today's storms remain safe. That is right. And this, I bet, is Kelly. Kelly, you're in Springfield, aren't you? Is that no? No, you're not in Springfield. Who are you? Facebook and Streamer don't always play nice when that happens. You become Facebook user. What you can do though is head over to Fat Dad Live. That gets you into our YouTube channel. From there, you can click on, and then we can see who you are. In Chesapeake, Virginia, 61 and cloudy over there. Well, thank you for checking in there. And let's see, what else do we got in here? Oh, that one, there was a couple of them. Jerry, good morning, all. Facebook user, good morning. Good morning to you, Facebook user. Who are you? How are you doing? So far, so good. We're going to talk about how I'm doing. We're going to talk about everything that this month entails and what we're starting here in a little bit. Congrats to you, Darren, as well, from Sarah. Renee's checking in, morning 38 and flood warning in Chicagoland. How has everybody been? It's been some time, and Renee has had some fun experiences this past couple of weeks. Hi, Renee from Linda. Jerry's got tea in the cup, and it's sunny in mid-Ohio where it's 52 degrees. Woo! Yep, storms hit here about 4 p.m. Learning my new laser day while waiting on another to arrive later this month. Look at that! New laser? What did you get, and what is showing up? Tell us all about it. And Tim's checking in morning from there in Toledo, where it's 42. He's just finishing his coffee. I've got what do I got here? I've got coffee in here this morning. That's what I'm drinking. Edward switching. All right, Edward, switch on over. I have a doctor's appointment. Work on the back end of my website. Clean up and whatever else comes up. You got to have that time for that. Whatever else comes up. Hi, Linda from Renee, and Rena's checking in. Good morning. 43 in SoCal. Oh snap! It is 43. Hold up, Rena. It is 43 here as well. Just saying, we're twinsies now. Coffee in the cup. Need to finish setting my fume extractor today. How are you doing that? Are you just running it outside? Are you running through a purifier? What are you doing? There's Edward checking in. Not sure why I didn't. Because StreamYard and Facebook don't always feel nice. It's like Renee used to have to go in like every month to go in and reauthorize them to be able to do it. So that's why it came up that way, Edward. All right. So other things that we got today, we are officially in the second quarter, right? Wow, where did the first quarter go to? I will say, looking back on our goals, which that's going to be Wednesday's show. The first show of every month, we're talking goals. This one will be about, the second quarter goals. I am going to post a link in here so you can go in and check those out. You can go in and put your goals in. If you already have goals and those need to be adjusted, you can go ahead and do it here. If you're in our mentorship community, that's posted in there or will be posted in there today. Also, the link so you can view your goals will be in there so you can go back and if things need to be adjusted. Because my goals for this quarter and this month going forward have changed to what I had in the beginning of the year of what I thought, because things happen, right? Things change. You got to, go with those changes. While the big overall goal is still there, we've had some other ones change up. So we're going to talk about those on Wednesday. So you have today and tomorrow, Wednesday morning, to go and get your, to go to that link, which here is the link. Where did it, yeah, you just set your goals right here. Listen, right click, copy, paste, because that is a weird link. And I'm not going to speak it out, but if you're there on YouTube, that's where the link is. Go ahead, right click, copy, paste. I'll make sure it's posted in the group too, so you can do that in the free group, and it is in our mentorship group, so you're able to make that happen there. But some things. Wednesday is when we'll talk more goals, because where I was with things where we need to be, and then just kind of this last week was kind of reassessing what we need to do, what was more important, how it need to, because a lot of that is in the, the definition, or you got to define what you actually want to do. For us, we've got, basically 3 businesses going, right? We've got the retail arm, so that B2C side of things, finished products, finished garments, finished laser signs, finished to the end, and then we've got our B2B, so the stuff that we're helping a lot of you guys out with. We're lasering blanks for you. We are printing DTF for you. We are printing UV DTF for you. We are doing signs, banners, decals, yard signs, magnets. We're providing all that. So there's that segment of it. And then the newest one that we added on this year was our mentorship community, where that one is there for everybody. It doesn't matter where you are in your business. It doesn't matter what business that you're in. This mentorship community is more or less the resource library. There's no set things you have to do. This is part of it. This is a community. It's a mentorship community where we are together, can get in there and help each other out. I know nothing about embroidery, but man, I'm learning so much about embroidery from people in there. So I love that part of it, because I'm learning that I'm definitely never ever going to do embroidery. Sure, I may get a machine to do and play with, but as far as offering it as a finished service, not my cup of tea. There's just way too much into it. So it was good to learn that. There's other things in there where I can help with. We have a good group of in there that can always help somebody with their answers, and they're across the boards. We've got people that are solopreneurs, people that have teams, some people, that have, the full-fledged retail centers and everything with it. So a good mix of it in there. And, one of our goals is to grow that. So we're going to grow the retail side of it, the B2B side of it, and we're going to draw, the mentorship community. So those are all things that we're working on. It kind of got redefined more last month, and that's what we're going to push for. And we're going to talk more about that on Wednesday's episode of Morning Mindset, because Wednesday, first Wednesday of the month, is goals. Let's check back in and see what we got here. Tim's 5 things. Finish down for the ride beanies, cut DTF prints for orders, work on Rogers items, set up Bedford files for windbreaker embroidery, and softball practice at 5:30. We have soccer practice at 5:30 to 6:30 today, which that was like this morning. We kind of went through a schedule, and now like this week, we've got alleged soccer practice tonight, because it is, it's going to be storming out. So that's at 5:30. Tomorrow we've got Tuesday with Todd, which is 5 to 6. Tomorrow's Tuesday with Todd is going to be setting up an e-commerce store. You can set it up for fundraisers. And when I was talking to somebody else about this, and this is where I need a little help with the title, and I'm going to ask our mentorship community for help on that as well. Because somebody said, well, how do I set up some of these fundraising stores? And I'm like, well, Equid is the easy way to do it, because with 5 products or less, it's free. So I'm going to walk through setting that up. But it's more than just that. There could be people that, just want to set up for, here's a couple signs that I'm going to have in rotation. Here's a couple shirts, because you can get started for free and then move up to it. That's what we did. So I need to figure out a good name for it so people get an understanding of what we're actually going to do, because we're going to set up a store from scratch. I'm going to set it up as a fundraising site. For a standalone team, we're going to do decals. They're going to have 4 options for it, and I'm going to show how to set that up, how we set everything up in it, and hopefully people have a better understanding of it afterwards. That's tomorrow night, Tuesday with Todd, and so that goes from 5 to 6. Then Wednesday we have batting practice, right? Batting coach, batting practice. I think that's at 5 to 6. Thursday we have soccer from 5:30 to 6:30, and Friday we have 5:30 is movie night at the school. So we've got stuff going on every night this week, and that starts the craziness from here until school gets out of just soccer, baseball, whatever else is in there. It's that time of year. And so we need to inventory what's in the freezer so we know what meals to cook when, how long is what going to take. We need to do a little more meal prepping on the Sundays, because once it starts getting nicer out, I have no problem being at the grill all day on a Sunday, smoking up things, grilling things up, and then having it to go for the week. So a lot of planning starts now in April. Good times, man. Good times. Oh, you bought a Purex at the APA show. Ooh, a fancy. Tim says Facebook will never be able to do that anymore, to show your names and groups, from what I've heard. So it all comes down to the permission sides of it, and if you're going live, depending how it is, because you can, on the 22nd, when all that switches over, we will still be able to go lives in groups on a third-party access. So with StreamYard, we will still be able to do it. It is just more of an inconvenience, because we have to deal with the keys and such to be able to do that. So there's a little more that'll go into it. It'll be a little more clunky. What we will most likely continue to do is, in everything, we will set it up. It'll be events. It'll have the things in there. And what we're just going to do is share the YouTube link, and then you'll be able to get into it. Let's see. And Edward says, how am I mistaken, or do you have a laser engraver? If so, what did you get? Yes, we do. We have so we have had the Chinese K40 for years and never we turned it on to test it, but we haven't done much more than that. I have found out that the board that is in it will not take light burn. And so I can buy the board to make it work with light burn, But in reality, for what I need to spend to do it and all that, I'm just better off buying another one from Omtech for, the $500, because that's all it was just a little one, and it would be able to do the same thing. And then, I have that. So there's that one. But then we also have the X-Tool S1 diode laser. And it's been a workhorse for it. We found some, the limitations of it. We do need to start doing more videos on it, on what we're doing, and hopefully that will be starting up soon. But we've been doing good with that. We've actually, got an affiliate code. Got to pay, can't pay bills without money, and affiliate codes allows us to pay some bills without costing anybody anything. So you can find all of our codes over at fatdadcd.com. Go in there. There's our affiliate links. You will be able to have those in there. So yes, we do have that there. Renee's checking in with her 5 things. Wait for info on how to return my laser replacement. Oh, that's right. Call with Mark's HR to see about short-term disability therapy. Finish downloading hospital paperwork. Set up a client site. Fun. Renee, I can't with you. I don't even know where to start with that. All I can say is we're here for you. So if you need anything, you let us know, because I don't know. Like, that is just like crazy, complete chaos, craziness. And I wish you all the best. And I will say that in less than 3 weeks, hopefully we will be together and we will have a shot, or 37 of them, because you will need it. Beth, good morning. Windy, rainy 32 there in north central Nebraska. Not the weather I'm liking for lambing. What's lambing? What is this lambing? Water in the cup. What, Renee? Return the laser. Here's what I know about this, Rena. Yes, she bought a laser, and the laser is not working, and it is not working in such a fashion that the manufacturer was like, we've never seen that before, so we don't know. So let's swap you out for one. So if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, right? Beth, do you have the sheep in the barn for lambing? Okay, now this is 2 people that clearly know what lambing is. City guy here, no clue what lambing is even about. I put them in overnight, or if the weather is bad. Once they lamb, they're in it. What is going on? What is this? What is this lambing? Because it's a verb. I thought it was a noun as an animal. Please help me understand this. As we're setting stuff up for this month, I'm going to give you guys some things going on. I will get names down for the shows, but so far, shows scheduled for this month, that's on the docket. We'll make sure everything gets put out there. We're building an Equid store tomorrow. Actually, I've got a call today because we're doing next Tuesday. We're bringing Bob in for marketing. So we will get the topic for that to put it out there. On the 16th of April, we are going to be talking about selling promotional products the easy way. We are partnering up with swag.space. In fact, I think the link might even be I don't think it's in the comments. I'm going to go here and I'm going to copy this. And I will put it in the comments and show it right now. If you're interested in doing promo, but you're not sure where to go, like promotional items, printing that you want to offer it to your clients, but you're just lost like I was with it, we found a great service with swag.space that will be able to do everything for you, and it will not cost you a dime. What? Yeah. So they handle everything for you. You make a commission off of it. It's pretty nice. You just go down here to app.swag.space/ that's login. We don't want login. We want apply. We'll get the right one up there. We want apply where it is. Swag space apply. But if you go to swag.space/ sign up, that's what it is. If you go to that one, and just mention Fat Dad when you sign up. Like I said, it is free for you to do so. You are able to then, standalone websites, everything on it. It is legit, and we're going to talk about that on the 16th. So selling promo products the easy way, and then on the 23rd we have Canva training with Sarah, which I'm meeting with Sarah today to go over, kind of plan out the content for that. And then right now, the 30th is open. I'm going to try and see if we might be able to get another guest one in here, but we might save that till next month. And then we'll see. We'll see what kind of project that we have going from there with it. Okay. Sheep have babies called lambs. I know that, but I don't. Is this Is that the process? Lambing is the process of them having the babies? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to understand. I'm a city guy. Like if I want lambs, I just go to the grocery store. I don't know what it is. And Edward's saying I am learning on a FSL 3D, but I found it is not Lightburn compatible. So I have a Thunder Laser Bolt RFCO2 on the way. So many new ideas from memorials and pet themed products are filling my head. You can do a lot with the laser, and you'll definitely be able to do a lot with that Thunder. So congratulations on the new purchase, Edward. Full spectrum laser Muse 3D. Sadly, I cannot use Lightburn with it. I did not, and I don't know enough on that one. So for me, like even with the software that came with the X tool, I mean, there's some good stuff that is in there that it can do as far as design capabilities and that. I'm still doing everything in Corel. I'm a Corel kid in and out. I'll do everything in Corel, and then I will save it as the SVG, and then I bring it into XCS, and then do it that way. So I'm not the best at it, but I will get better at it. Good morning. How do I lower the size of the video so I can email it? Curtis, what do you mean lower the size of the video so you can email it? What are you trying to do? And let's see if we might be able to help answer that for you. So we got the shows listed for there. One thing that I will say, I mean, today is April Fool's Day, so just be leery of a lot of stuff that you may hear or read. You know, just take everything with a grain of salt, because who knows what's going to be said and put out there today. I will do my best to forward anything good that I see, because hey, that's the type of guy I am. I'm there with you for this today of the day. But over the weekend, we had orders come in, which I always appreciate as much as Darren loves that word. We really do love when you guys order from us. So thank you for those that placed orders for DTF this weekend. UV DTF, a couple banner orders placed and yard signs. I'm down with that. Thank you for those orders. There is one order that I am reaching out to because I swear to everything holy that this artwork was 1 pixel away from being radio. It was just horrible, horrible artwork. And I tried to explain that to him, that we cannot take something that is the business card size, that is scanned in, that is difficult to read on the scan, and turn it into a banner without it looking like complete trash. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. So, you know, how do you handle that in with your customers? Do you just tell them that, hey, this is bad. This is really bad. You know, that new thing, 1 pixel away from being radio, that's how bad it was. You know, we try and work with them. We see this a lot in the DTF side of things, where people just send the JPEGs, and I'm like, listen, if we print this as is, you're going to have the giant white background on it. It needs to be a PNG with a transparent background. You know, it needs to be 300 DPI. Save it at the size that you want it at. You know, we do our best to work with everybody, but sometimes stuff just, you know, it'll come in and we assume everything is right with it, and it gets printed, and they're like, hey, this is kind of wonky. I'm like, let's look at the artwork. And we look at the artwork, and like, your artwork is kind of wonky. And so on things like that, the ready to press stuff, or the ready to print things, we assume that if you're uploading artwork, you follow the directions, you know what needs to be done, and it goes from there. Sometimes we catch stuff, sometimes we don't. We do our best to, but we can't catch everything, you know, so you have to be mindful of that. We know when we send stuff out that we are doing our best to, you know, get as much information as we can, give as much information as we can, ask questions. You know, if there's any problem, can you let us know beforehand so we can fix those. You know, it's a tough thing to do when you are relying on others for correct artwork on it. Let's see. And Edward says, lately I use Affinity Photo and Inkscape for designing my products more than anything else. All right, how's that working for you? Really, yeah, yep. The fiber crapped out on 315. Been going back and forth with pics of lenses, even though it's the same issue with all 3 of my lenses. Supposed to hear about a replacement today. Crossing fingers. Haha, I'm learning. Lambing is the birth of baby lambs. That means I run on little sleep because I go out to the middle of the night to check for birth. It'll be a long one. I get it. Now, going through reading the little snippets of the conversations, I had figured that's what it was, but now I know. Lambing is the birth of lambs. I didn't know. I have a 10-second video that is 28 minutes. They can only send 25. Okay, so what I would do is, the easiest thing that I would do personally, if I have an issue with it, well, I've got two solutions for it. If you're using Google to send stuff, then it should create the link and you'll be fine with it. If that's not the case, I would upload it and make the video unlisted on my YouTube channel, and then I would send the link to it that way. So those would be my two options for it. I never said I had to make a dual photo pet memorial and was sent a 19 kilobyte and 9 kilobyte file as they were customers' favorite images. I hated using them. Yeah, Dropbox, that's another good one. I didn't even think about Dropbox, and we use it every day to transfer files. See, this is the point of these things, to be able to help it out. Curtis, could you upload it to Dropbox or something similar? Yeah, you probably could. Back to this. Yeah, image, it's tough. You do your best with the images that they have. And that's where, magically when we tell people, hey, this is going to look like trash if we use it as is, we can go ahead and fix some things on it, but it's going to cost you X amount of dollars. You can charge what you want to charge, whether, you want to charge 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 125, an hour to fix those. That's completely up to you, but you should be doing that. We really put ourselves in the hole in the beginning because we would just fix stuff. I'd spend 2 or 3 hours on something, on a $25 shirt. There's no way to make money on that. I spent 3 hours on the design, probably another hour going back and forth on things. And then, when it comes to actually producing it, you have less than 15 minutes in all of it. There's no money to be made out of that. So make sure you're charging accordingly when you're doing that stuff. Yep. Didn't think about Dropbox. I didn't either until Jeff said it. See? So this is what we do. That's what we're here. We're here to help everybody. Which, like this week, what do we got going on? We got a lot. They said it is goals. I need to go in and readjust mine. We do have Tuesday with Todd set. We've got morning mindsets all set Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I said, Bart, our big push this month, this quarter, is going to be on our mentorship side of things. The community there is, I think it's amazing. I mean, I'm not gonna sit and say it's not amazing, but I'm pretty sure it's the best thing out there since sliced bread. And I'm a pretty big sliced bread fan. It's only $20 a month. So if you want to sign up, go right here, patreon.com/fatdadmc. You'll be able to get in $20 a month. We have multiple lives throughout the month where you are able to jump in and join in. This month, that's part of scheduling today, is figuring out when the nighttime call is, because I think that's something that, the people that work during the day and do this at night, that's what they want to be a part of. Something on that, so we'll have to do one. But all the calls are recorded, so you can go in and watch them anytime. If anybody is here and wants to talk good, bad, ugly about the mentorship community, feel free to, because you guys are my biggest proponents of it because of what you've taken it from there. Yeah, right here, you got it. That people don't understand that with charging, that everything costs. Everything costs to do. It's just not freely going to happen. When we tell people our art fees for doing, DTF fixing of, here's an image that needs a background removed, here's something that needs fixed here, we're like, yeah, we absolutely can do it. But listen, it's a $75 an hour charge with a 1 hour minimum per piece of artwork. So magically, guess what? Art shows up, and art shows up the way it is. And the reason people do that is if they're so used to somebody just fixing stuff for free, because I know plenty of people that are just fixing it for free, then why are they going to take the time to learn how to do it, or the time to do it, even if they know how? Why am I going to do it if somebody else will just do it for free? I totally get that. There's stuff that I do, or they don't charge for it. Okay, I'm not going to take the time to go in and put in this. I'm just going to pass it along from there. So it's something to consider. Your time is valuable. We had a conversation just on pricing last week of where things are in that, and it's like when you look at now, you can't really get anything decent for cheap anymore. And I mean, nothing is really value friendly. If you go out to, even to McDonald's, I remember when the Big Mac meals were, $5, and now what are they, $9, $12? It's like, Chick-fil-A, same way, any of that stuff, everything has gone up in cost. And so you need to make sure that you're following along with that. When you're looking at what things cost to produce, how long it is, You say, hey, it's just me. I'm just working out of my house. I don't have all this overhead, but you do. Your business should be paying for its fair share of the internet that it's using, the electricity that it's using, any of those household related things that it's using. It needs to pay its share of that. So you need to be factoring that into every job. You are, of value, right? You know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing. You deserve to get paid for it. Now, here in Illinois, minimum wage is $15 an hour. So if you're not charging at least that, well, why am I even doing this, right? Because if I'm not going to charge that, hell, I can go to McDonald's and I can make $15 an hour, and I can have insurance, and I can have vacation time, and I can have a meal plan. So why would I charge less than that, right? They really think about what you're doing and how to do it. I remember when they were $2.99. We had the conversation on Friday of when the fish sandwiches were 2 for $2. Yeah, the fish sandwiches 2 for $2. I missed those. I decided that every photo beyond the first one is $2. If lots of editing, $5. Am I too low? I would 100% you were too low. And the reason I say that, Edward, is because for perspective, for us here, our labor rate is roughly $2 a minute, right? So because our overhead's $125 an hour, so realistically $2 a minute. So that $5 means that that $2 means I'm going to be done editing it in 1 minute. The $5 means it's less than 3 minutes. So yes, this when I look at things like that, that's why on photo edits or things like that, yeah, you set that minimum. If it's $50 per photo, okay. If it's a bunch, is there a package that you can put together? There's things. I am not, especially on that photography side, I am not the best person to ask because it's not my primary business. So I don't know if there's tools that can make things faster, make things easier. I'm not sure how others are doing it. I know that we have some stuff that we can put in it. And I know others that have that assumption of, hey, we're going to, like in this instance, laser on a coaster, wood, something like that. They have presets that are ready to go in their design software to take that photo and turn it, photo ready. And they have those costs already calculated in what their end product is. So, it's a good question to ask somebody that's doing a lot of it. And then from Rena, Renee, dang it, you were rocking that fiber. I even started to look at them, but I might get divorced if I buy another piece of equipment. You won't get divorced. You won't. You're just going to, ask for forgiveness instead of permission. And as far as a fiber, I mean, not bad. I'm not saying I haven't looked at them, but I'm still at the point of what the hell am I going to do with it? Hey, do I want one? If I get anything that's going to be, somewhat in that fiber realm, I'm going to probably go with the F1 because it's cheap, value friendly, and also because there's an affiliate with it. So that's what I would go. If there's any other laser folks that have an affiliate with stuff that would be interested in partnering up, reach out to me. Hey, I got to plug that. Reach out to us. We switched to Dropbox. We've been using. I didn't even think about Dropbox, and we've been using Dropbox now for 8 years. 8 years or so. I love it. Time is money, and we have to start charging for it. Absolutely. You're worth it. You are the expert in the field. If it was easy to do, everybody would do it. If it was easy to do, they would do it. They come to you for your expertise. It's like me fixing that soffit. Hey, listen, I'm a homeowner. I know I have to fix stuff when things go bad. I know I can make minor repairs, but like looking at that, okay, this goes a little above my pay grade because it involves taking down a gutter, putting up a new part of the soffit. There's just a lot of things, and it's not my jam, right? So my better off is it a roof or is it gutters? Who do you talk to with each one? Which one is the best way to go with it? Okay, this is what we need. We need this part repaired. So that's on the thing to do. I got it band-aided it together, and we'll get the rest of it taken care of. Breakfast 2 for $2 fast food. It's like $25. It's depending on what you got. I know, right? It's crazy. It's crazy on what it was. I remember when, and this, now I'm going to say 30 years ago, which seems crazy to say, but when I was in high school, 30 years ago, we could go to McDonald's for breakfast after practice, and we could buy the whole team, everybody there for under $30. It's just crazy how things have went up. And Jerry to Edward. Is that including your profit? And once I add laser products, I plan to pay the laser. I plan to pay the laser engravers $15 an hour to cover wear and tear. I think that's a little less. I think it needs to be more. I really, really do. Brian, California minimum wage for fast food workers is $20 an hour starting today. Sweet. Okay, so California. So let's look at, well, California's got some crazy laws in itself when it comes to things. So 20 times 40, it's 8. So that's, what is it? $40,000 a year. $40,000 a year for working at McDonald's in California. And yes, I know California has a higher cost of living. It's all not crazy cost, but it is, it is what it is, man. That's just what you're gonna pay for it. So I don't see why we're doing that. Yeah, wow, that's what I'm saying, right? And then they have another one where if somebody is on, what is it? It's either full time or salary or whatever. They have to make a minimum of, what is it, like 65,000. It's not a crazy number by any means, but to think like me, working in some of the fields that I was working in, specialized fields, and now $20 an hour. Like even in HVAC, when I was still running that service department, we were hiring new hires in at roughly $20 an hour. At that time, our minimum wage was only, I think, like $9 an hour, $10 an hour. So they were making double minimum wage, and that's what they were starting at. And for our experienced techs, they were making anywhere between 35 and 55 an hour. Yes, and we're paying for experience to get jobs in there. We could do, more jobs, and that's what they were making off of it. So when I say, what our labor rate was for that, that's why we were paying the people for it. And I was making great money at it. Now looking, I'm like, man, that money, that was just, what, 6-7 years ago, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Yeah. So, a lot has changed from then. I could have gotten a free 30-watt laser with my Mirror 9, but I had no clue what I've done with it. You should have went ahead and got it, Jeff, because you know what you do with it. You sell it. That's what you do with it. You sell it, and then you recoup some of that other money, or you hold on to it and use it if it needed there, or you do a giveaway and give some stuff away. And here we go. Edward, God, I drew a blank. Sorry about that, Edward. I can have up to 6 extra photos on my 8x12 pet memorial. I do basic color adjustments, denoise, and bulk. Okay. Just my day. Dropbox won't let me sign in. It sounds like great. But not at Panera. It's a bakery, not fast food. What's not at Panera? They're not charging that? I bet they are. Don't get me started on Panera. We went to Panera. I had a meeting at Panera, and I think it was we just did it. It was a late afternoon meeting, and I said to the fam jam, I was like, hey, you guys want to have Panera for dinner tonight? You guys go there, hang out. I'll have, because it was just a short pickup drop off, authorize some adjustments. But I think for the 5 of us, it was like $65 to eat, to eat there, and it wasn't anything crazy, and it sure as hell wasn't anything good. So yeah, Panera will get you. Ohio is $10.45 for non-tipped employees, $5.25 for tipped employees. Well, and that starts up a whole other side of things. Is menu costs have gone up. Applebee's used to have the 2 for $20, and now it's like 2 for $40. So that cost has went up, but the service has really stayed the same. They're still bringing out the same amount of plates. They're still bringing out everything. So it brought up the thing on tipping, because now that meal before, if you tip 20% off of that, off a $20 thing, you're leaving $4. Well, now it's $8. So that increased, and now, but nothing more was done. So if you're a server, at least from what I say, they're like, man, we are making more than ever. We're doing the same amount of work we did 5 years ago, but we're making twice as much money because everything has went up. So, I mean, I guess service industry is still doing fine with it. Only down there is at St. Louis Bread Company, not Panera. Totally. When I don't know, it was a couple of years I saw it. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's Panera here. It's just right around the corner from me. It's Panera. Jeff said, I got about 400 pieces of free stuff instead, as well as a stand, air compressor, fiber, and 4 row. Okay. So instead of the one laser, you got the other stuff. That sounds like an easy, fun trade-off. We'll take that. We'll take that as a trade-off. All right. Here's what I got. I got to start getting ready for our mentorship call. If you sign up now, between now and 9:30, you will be in that mentorship call. I really encourage any of you that want to, just have that community for yourself and your business with other like-minded people that are there to answer your questions. We have some amazing topics in there, and we have some fun stuff. Like we found out that somebody didn't know bears could climb trees, which was awful entertaining to have that conversation with them, that bears indeed can climb trees. But we talk business, we talk, personal stuff. We talk a lot in there. It's a great resource center. And like I said, it's only $20 a month. You can go here to sign up, patreon.com/fatdadmc. You get signed up in the next 18 minutes and you will be able to join today's call. Otherwise, those calls are typically right after our morning mindsets on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Then we have that call at 9:30. We then will do a 1 month call in the afternoon for it. We've got the schedule listed up for the week. Tomorrow night, Tuesday with Todd, we're going to be talking e-commerce solution. So make sure to tune in for that. Wednesday's show is all going to be about setting your goals for morning mindset. So we'll revisit those. We'll probably revisit those a few times throughout it, but you can make sure to get over there to sign up for that. And with that, let's see, we'll finish up the comments and then we will get out of here for it. Sarah said, Wisconsin did not take part in any wage increases. It is currently $7.24 and $2.33 for employees like service. I think Iowa's minimum wage is less than that right now. And they're just right across the river from us. Let me look and see. Iowa minimum wage 2024. It's $7.25. So $7.25 in Iowa right now. And as we go through it, let's see, 30 more rows. It looks like there's a lot that are federal minimum wage goes up. I guess the federal minimum wage is $7.25 across the board for it, right? What else was crazy in here? Biggest one, 14, 15, 15, 15. A lot of 15s in here. A lot of 15s. 15, 13. Like, how do they come up with a number of 15, 13? What is a number like that? A lot of still 725s across the board on it. And let's see who, currently as a whole, who has the biggest one. 16 across the board is California. Is there anybody that's more than 16 going once, 16 going twice, 1628 is the winner for typical minimum wage, and it's got to be one there. West Virginia. No, that's not right. Washington, 1628. So good to know there, right? Yeah, Sarah, our states are El Cheapo. But we got to remember too is everything goes up. So the minimum wage went up, but so has everything else. So you got to think poverty level has now gone up. Poverty level used to be below 20,000, and now technically based off federal guidelines and minimum wage, you could get, poverty level is considered under $40,000. It's crazy how it works. I would take the free 30 watt and sold it to cover materials or a few payments on the new Mirror 9. He just took the stuff. Hi from Colorado. Well, goodbye from Illinois. We're going to be getting out of here. So you guys have an amazing day. Like I said, we will be back here on Monday. We'll be back here tomorrow for Tuesday with Todd. We'll be back here Wednesday where we're talking goals. So make sure to get in there. And like I said, that mentorship call starts here in just 15 minutes. So you want to make sure to get over there for that. Until next time, you guys have an amazing day. Peace, love, press on. We'll see you then.